Welcome to another Trustin Timber film.
This is Twig, the Trustin Timber Productions' new apprentice, and in this film we make a surprise. Do you know what the surprise is?
No.
Well, Twig's coming on his first canoe trip with the Timbers, and so we had to make him something special to welcome him to the team. So if you go look behind this tree, there's a surprise for you. Why don't you go look at it? So, in this film, we make a paddle from...
And you made this?
I made it. And not only did I make it, I made it out of a fallen tree that fell down right over here.
Wow! So cool.
Yeah. I noticed you were working on your new strokes, and your other paddle had a bit of flat edges to it. So I wanted to give you something that has nice sharp bevels to it, so you can cut through the water and make some nice solid strokes. Welcome, Twig. Let's show these people how we made it. Now, the only thing that you need to remember, just like with the bow I made you, is that if you break it, it's my fault, not yours. So there is some weaknesses, because you understand with wood grain that wherever there's a knot, any kind of this knot or these areas, that's going to be where the wood is weak. And so chances are if this paddle breaks, it's going to break kind of right here because there's a bunch of knots. But that's not a bad thing, because as an apprentice you want to learn how wood works, where wood's weak, where wood's strong. And so you're supposed to paddle this as hard as you can. Don't worry about breaking it, and if it breaks, we're both going to learn how strong the paddle is with these knots in it, and where it's going to break if it does break.
I thought that like knots were like where it was strong, because when I would chop wood, it was like hard to chop through the knots.
Good observation. Knots is where the wood is extremely hard and where it would be hard to chop. But where it's weak is because see how this nice straight grain? When you're putting pressure against the grain, like we can actually flex this paddle. You'll see, like, you can see, actually, show the camera this way. There's actually a bit of flex to it.
Yeah.
Just like with the bow, when you're flexing along these grain, it kind of has elasticity to it. But where there's a knot, that grain pattern is interrupted, and there's a weak wood around that knot, and that's where it's going to break, because that force can't be distributed equally.
With the bow and arrow, you said that these grains aren't good for the bow. Does that apply to the paddle?
Yeah. Ideally what you're looking for is like straight grain like this. And wherever the grain leaves the actual form is also where it could be weak. But part of the Trustin Timber Production mentality is that we make things out of fallen trees or wood that we already find. So if I wanted to make the strongest paddle possible, I'd probably go to a lumber yard and buy a perfect grade A board that has perfectly straight grain. But this is actually a branch that fell off of a tree, so I just think it's really cool to take a fallen branch and turn it into something useful.
Yeah.
And it has a cool look to it, so I'm just giving you the warning so that you understand that if it does break, that it's not your fault. All right, cool. Thanks, man. Welcome to the team.
Thank you for this paddle. I like it.
You're welcome. He likes it.
I do. It's pretty cool. Love it.
Awesome. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I've got a whole list of other projects here, and I've got a whole second channel of special features that includes behind the scenes and other crazy adventures that I get into, so go over there and check that out as well.